Now, some of you, this is quite funny because some of you, this person betrayed you. They chose someone else, very hastily because they thought they were going to get more status and wealth and fame or flexing rights from that person. Okay, now what's happening with you? You are starting something new in life. You might have gotten an idea for a business. You might have gotten some kind of divine inspiration for some kind of enterprise, a corporation, a business, a system. Something that you're going to create, and you're going to be very successful. Okay, you're going to rush right into this as well. It's like, no, I'm doing this. This is what I want to do. I have this great idea. I'm going to jump right in. Okay? And I see that this is going to bring you a lot of success, especially after some kind of letdown or loss. A lot of success here, a lot of fame as well, a lot of people being well known for something that you created, something that you're doing in life. So, I mean, this was a blessing in disguise, and that's almost what I was talking about with the polarity card. It's like, we're going to go through darkness in our lives. We're going to go through betrayals. We're going to go through loss. We're going to go through lessons, and it's going to be very hard and very heavy. But it comes with some kind of light at the end of the tunnel. These people or this person showed you who they really were. They showed you that they were materialistic or egotistical, or that's all they cared about. I feel so manipulated. It says seduction, lies, illusions. The third party tricked me. This is not what I signed up for and told me what I wanted to hear. Isn't that not what I've been saying? I feel like this person got involved in some kind of get-rich-quick scheme or some kind of bad relationship deal. It was going to provide them all the things that they wanted, or it was going to provide them money, wealth, status, success, fame, recognition, flexing rights. Grown something from scratch is what I'm feeling here. A business, an idea. And it's going to bring you a lot of success. And others of you, I do feel that this outside person, they're in their head over you. They're still very invested in you, but you're famous or you're successful. There's no way that they can even touch you anymore. They're just not on your level. And that's why they want to try and level up so that they can catch up to you. But I just feel like you're going to be too far ahead of them. It's never going to happen. Capricorn, welcome to your reading. Please keep in mind that these are general, so not all of the messages are going to resonate to a T. It is for many people at once. These are collective readings and not personal readings, so just keep that in mind. So take what resonates, dismiss what doesn't, flip and reverse as you need to. Able to know if this is for you or not. If it's not lining up to you, your situation, or someone that you may be dealing with, it may not be for you this time. All right, so now we're going to skip to your channeled message, Capricorn. Capricorn, for you, you were looking out of a window, okay? You were kind of relaxed, laying down. You had this cup of tea that you were sipping. And I was getting a feeling of like a standstill, okay? I was getting a feeling of taking a break. I was getting a feeling of a resting period, okay? You time, having you time to relax. I did feel like, wow, this is kind of not typical of Capricorns because usually you guys are work. And if you're not productive, you don't feel good about yourself, okay? So it was kind of odd that you were like in this very, relaxing, doing nothing, kind of just watching the birds, watching the scenery out the window. I then saw you looking at your watch and it was like, oh, it's time to get back to work. Okay, so you got up, you went back to work, you started working, but you seemed very unfocused. You kept dozing off. You kept zoning out to that moment of you in front of that window, laying there, relaxed, sipping your tea, having you time, having quiet time, looking out that window. Okay, so you kept kind of like dreaming about it, which again, it's so untypical of Capricorns. They're usually very, very focused into their work. I'm getting a vibe of Taurus, okay? Some of you may have Taurus placements and that may help you kind of able to enjoy your resting periods when you do take time off. Okay, not everyone has Taurus placements, but that's just what I kind of got. So you kept dozing back off into that moment and then you kept trying to work again, okay? Trying to focus on your work, but it kept happening. You kept zoning out back to that moment, okay? And then what I saw happening is at the end of your shift, at the end of the day, when you were finished working, it's like you couldn't wait to get back to that window. It's like you were excited to get off work. You were excited to get back into having you time, quiet time, resting, back to that windowsill. There was something very calming about this windowsill, okay? I don't know if it was something in particular that you were looking at outside. I was getting a feeling of birds chirping, birds singing. It just seemed very beautiful, okay? So you couldn't wait to get back to that window, and I saw that you did rush back to that window. And there was a butterfly on the windowsill inside the house, okay? You went to go grab this butterfly and you picked it up, and I saw that you looked at it really closely, okay? It had this beautiful purple coloring to it. It was a monarch butterfly, okay? So that may signify something specific. I will try to put the spiritual meaning of monarch butterfly and the spiritual meaning of a purple butterfly, or the color purple, okay? It was purple. It was a lavender color. And it had this sparkly dust on its wings, which you kind of got in your face, okay? So you got some of this dust in your face, and I saw that it kind of made you maybe a little sleepy, a little dreamy, okay? You went to sleep because of this dust, and I saw that you had this vivid kind of dream because of this, okay? You dreamt about this empire, this like enterprise, this huge thing, this huge organization, or this huge system, okay? It's something of an empire is what I'm getting, okay? So you dreamt about this, and when you woke up, it was like this big idea that you had, okay? This big dream that you had, this big idea, this new goal that you have. So there's almost something about this resting period that is very, it's very important for you, because it's something around the right thing at the right time, this butterfly. Something is going to inspire you, or something is going to put an idea in your head. You might have a dream about it, or maybe like an idea that you get. Inspiration is what I'm feeling. There is something very important about this. Now, you may not know this at the time. You may be like, what's gotten into me? This isn't me. I'm not usually so lazy. I'm not usually so calm. I'm not usually so interested in resting. I'm not usually so distracted for my work. But there's something very destined about this. This is why you're being drawn back to this scenery, or this place that you like to relax, or that you've been relaxing in. Could be just your home, could be, your deck, you like to look outside. It could be anything, could be an actual window. For some of you, it could be a book. It'll be different things for different people, but it's something that you've been kind of escaping reality in. You've been relaxing, you've been spending quiet time, and you may not know why. It's like you keep getting drawn back to that spot, or that, setting. But it's very important for you, because this is going to inspire you. It's going to give you an idea. You might have a dream, okay? I don't even know if the butterfly is necessarily real, but there may be something specific. We'll have to look at the meaning of butterfly. We'll have to look at the meaning of, purple. But there's something very psychic about this. Purple usually talks of like the third eye, okay, the crown chakra. That's more of a lavender color. So you might get a download because of this, in this setting. Something about this lavender color, the crown chakra. You're going to get a download. You're going to get a message, divine inspiration about some kind of business, about some kind of business idea, about an empire that you want to build. Something like that, a system that you might create. Okay? Very interesting. We'll have to see what the reading says, okay? Let's get started. All right, Capricorn, we're going to put some oracles for you. Polarity, it says, integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. Okay? So this can talk of accepting both sides of things. You know, everything can't be all sunshine and rainbows all the time. Everything does come with some kind of negative aspect, and there are negative aspects that come with very good aspects. It's almost like, you know, heartache can come with healing, growth, self-love. It can make people level up. It can make people better, but it's very painful. It's hard. You know, loss can be hard, okay? Tough lessons can be hard. They can be painful, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And I can also talk of accepting both aspects of yourself, the good and the bad. You know, you can't suppress one or the other. That's not healthy. You need to learn that there is duality with everybody. We all have light and darkness within us. And it's definitely not healthy to suppress one or the other. It says, you and your loved ones are safe with the new moon in Cancer. So Cancer placements could be significant here. You could have Cancer placements. You could be dealing with someone that has Cancer placements. Or Cancer energy is in the reading. So Cancer energy can talk of loving, nurturing, being a caretaker for others, being very sensitive, moody, maybe susceptible to depression at times. It can also talk of hanging on to things for dear life, hanging on to people for dear life, okay? A very emotional type of energy here, okay? Very sensitive and very protective of itself with its hard outer shell, and very protective of others, okay? So let's get started. So it looks like we have an energy here that is rushing in very impulsively into some kind of energy of success, fame, recognition, public recognition, okay? Victory. And then we have an energy of jumping into something new. Now the Fool card is taking a leap of faith into something new, but it's called the Fool for a reason. Sometimes this guy doesn't really look before he leaps. So he can be foolish at times. So it looks like, you know, either in the past or in the present, someone has this impulsive urge to kind of rush into victory, public recognition, or an energy of fame. Or, you know, rushing into something that could bring them a lot of victory, but it's almost like they jump into something else instead. Now that's brought a lot of sadness, loss, and regret, I see. So I see a couple different storylines. We'll start with you. Okay, present moment, it's like you might be rushing into some kind of success, or this could be the future. You're going to rush into an energy of success, victory, public recognition coming in for you. Because of, it could be an idea that you had, could be something like a new start, a new idea. And I see you jumping into that, okay? Taking a leap of faith into this without any hesitation, like, yes, screw it, I want to do this. After a period of sadness, loss, and regret. Now, this could be why some of you have been taking time off, okay? This could be any kind of loss. This could be loss within your career. This could be loss romantically. This could be a loss of a loved one, okay? Like a death. Could be anything else, something that is an energy of a loss. And it could be a collective energy. You could have had a loss in your career. You could have had a loss romantically. A new beginning here, a new start that is going to bring a lot of success. Now, let's talk about the past. In the past, I see that you rushed into something impulsively because you may have thought that it was going to bring you success. It was going to bring you fame. It was going to bring you public recognition. Okay? Now, you took a leap of faith into this, maybe without thinking, okay, maybe without planning properly. And I see that it has ended in loss, okay? Now, this is the past. So some of you did have a business idea that you jumped into without thinking. You were impulsive. You thought, okay, this is my quick way to fame. Maybe this is my quick way to success. Maybe it was a get-rich-quick scheme, okay? It could have been anything. Some of you, it could have been a career or something else that you thought was going to bring you fame and success, okay? It could have been based in ego types of energies, okay? Maybe your ego really wanted to be publicly recognized. Maybe your ego really wanted success and fame. And so you rushed into that without thinking. And I see that it ended really badly for you in the past, okay? Some of you, this could be romantic as well. Some of you, now, some of you, you did this to someone, and others of you, someone did this to you, okay? So place it where it belongs. But there's an energy of somebody here having success literally right in front of them when it comes to romantic ventures. There was success right in front of you. You could have had success. But it's almost like somebody here jumped into something else, okay? Now, they could have jumped into this other thing because they may have felt like it was going to bring them more fame. It's like it was going to bring them more public recognition, more ability to flex, more popularity, more money, more fame, whatever it was. Okay, so they took a leap of faith into that instead, even though they literally had success right in front of them. So they were impulsive. They were thinking with their ego. Okay, maybe a little greedy here, whether this is you or someone did this to you. And I do see that that's ended really horribly for them. Or this is something that you did to someone else. You could have had somebody that wanted you, and maybe this had the potential to be very successful. But you took a leap of faith into something else. It could be because you thought, okay, well, this is going to bring me more fame. This is going to bring me more success. For whatever reason, okay? Maybe someone had more money, someone had more status, whatever it is. Now, some of you, this isn't you. Someone did this to you, okay? It's like somebody slept on you because this other opportunity that they had maybe seemed like it was going to give them more in any kind of way. It's ended horribly for them, and they really regret this in the present moment, okay? Now, a lot of you that had this happen to you, someone did this to you in the romantic area of your life, you have clarity now, okay? Some of you, you were in a state of depression. You were in a state of sadness and loss, and maybe this is why you had to take time out for yourself, rest. You were in a relaxing period of your life. You were in a resting period of your life, whether it was short term or long term, okay? Some of you, you could have had an injury. You had to take some time off. That has forced you to kind of go within, and I feel like you have clarity now of this heartache, this loss. Now, this has caused you some trust issues if you had this happen to you in the romantic area of your life. You kind of have a wall up now. You're a little paranoid now. You have trust issues, or you did. You're balanced now, okay? So that comes with having clarity about all of this. It's like you know the truth now. You know that it has nothing to do with your self-worth. You know that that's not how everybody is. You figured something out. You have clarity, okay? Now, others of you that maybe have done something like this in your career, where maybe you rushed into something without thinking and you screwed something up for yourself. Maybe you brought loss into your life financially or in your career, or this could have been the long, long past, okay, long ago. You did something like this. Maybe you were quite young. This is something that you may have done when you were a teen, an adolescent, or a young adult, where you were still learning, okay, you were still led by your passions. And maybe you were a little impulsive, okay? Maybe wanting some kind of quick, get-rich-quick scheme, or a career that was going to bring you a lot of attention, a lot of fame, or so you thought. You definitely regret that. Maybe it brought you a lot of loss, a lot of sadness, a lot of regret in your life. Could have been something long ago, like I said. That has caused you a lot of trust issues, okay? Something didn't go so well. And it's caused you a lot of grief. And I feel like you've spent a long period of your life or time kind of paranoid now, kind of not trusting people, okay? Maybe you received some kind of backlash from this. Others of you, you may have done this to somebody romantically, okay? And, you regret that. You have clarity now of why you regret this, or that you do regret this. And you might not trust easily now because it's like it didn't go so well. So something happened here where you made the wrong choice and, you got some kind of backlash. I feel like you've overcome this if you did this to someone, okay? Others of you, you made a poor choice in your career long ago or recently, okay? Maybe a bad investment, maybe you got screwed over. And it's like you had something good in front of you, but you went to something else because you wanted more. Maybe you were a little greedy, you were a little in your ego, okay? That could have been long ago. Others of you, that may not resonate. It may just be that someone did something like this to you romantically. Okay, you've overcome it, or you will, okay? I do see that towards the end here. Now, a lot of you, I feel like, there's a lot of self-love in the center of the spread. So you have found self-love, you found self-respect, okay? After a terrible ending, a painful ending here, whether it's to do with romance or in your career. Some of you, it's both. You did something in the past and you really regret that. Maybe for years and years and years, you've really been regretting your decision to do that. It was impulsive on your part. Maybe it was in the ego for why you made that decision. But you've come into a lot of self-love now, okay? You love yourself again. You respect yourself. Yeah, things really ended really badly in the past, okay? This has maybe caused you to kind of lock yourself away from the public, maybe keep yourself hidden from the public with the Five of Pentacles here. So it's like you went from a very egotistical or ego-driven energy where it's like, I want fame, I want success, I want everyone to know my name, I want to be famous, to kind of like, I don't trust people. I don't want to let anybody in my life. I'm embarrassed. I regret my choices. Okay, having a lot of inner work to do when it comes to loving yourself again. Now, others of you, somebody did this to you romantically. I do see that that person really regrets it, okay? I do see that they have now realized why you have cut them out of your life, okay? They do see, they know the truth now. They have clarity of why you don't trust them and why you love yourself, okay? You love yourself, you respect yourself, and you've cut them off. This person has maybe betrayed you multiple times, okay? They have clarity as well of their own actions. If someone did this to you, it's like they realize that they chose the path that was ego-based, and they realize that they have taken a leap of faith, maybe in a foolish way, without thinking, okay, without planning things properly. It's like they just got this get-rich-quick scheme with this other person, or this other person had more status, more wealth, or so it seemed, and so that's why they chose it. And it's like they really regret that now, and they are getting clarity of their actions. Now, some of you, this is quite funny, because some of you, this person betrayed you. They chose someone else, very hastily, because they thought they were going to get more status and wealth and fame or flexing rights from that person. Okay, now what's happening with you, you are starting something new in life. You might have gotten an idea for a business. You might have gotten some kind of divine inspiration for some kind of enterprise, a corporation, a business, a system. Something that you're going to create, and you're going to be very successful. Okay, you're going to rush right into this as well. It's like, no, I'm doing this. This is what I want to do. I have this great idea. I'm going to jump right in. Okay? And I see that this is going to bring you a lot of success, especially after some kind of letdown or loss, whether it's in your business, in your past, or in your love life. Okay? A lot of success here, a lot of fame as well, a lot of people being well known for something that you created, something that you're doing in life. And I do see you here as the King of Pentacles. Very successful, very stable. At this point, you're going to be, quite ahead of the game. You're going to probably have real estate. You could own your own home. You could be the big boss, CEO of a company. You might have investments going at this point. You're going to be very successful. You might have multiple streams of income. And at this point, when you reach this success, it's like I do see you leaving certain people, certain individuals out in the cold for good. Like you're not really going to be messing around with these people. People that may have betrayed you, people that may have chosen other people because they thought they were better than you, they had more to offer than you. So, I mean, this was a blessing in disguise, and that's almost what I was talking about with the polarity card. It's like, we're going to go through darkness in our lives. We're going to go through betrayals. We're going to go through loss. We're going to go through lessons, and it's going to be very hard and very heavy. but it comes with some kind of light at the end of the tunnel. These people or this person showed you who they really were. They showed you that they were materialistic or egotistical, or that's all they cared about. And it's not going to end well for them. I feel like karma bit them in the ass when it comes to this, and you are being exalted here. This heartache, this loss, this lesson that you've learned has caused you to level up in a major way, Capricorn, or it will. Some of you, this is happening now, okay? Now, another thing that I'm getting is that in the past, this is not going to resonate for all of you. Some of you didn't have this happen in your past, but some of you did. Some of you, when you were younger, you were more impulsive, you were less experienced. You were very hasty and you rushed into a situation or a career or a decision in life that you thought was going to bring you fame and success and money and wealth and whatever. And you weren't thinking, and it's like it backfired. It caused you a lot of grief for a long time. It caused you serious trust issues in people. It may have even caused you to lock yourself away. You didn't want to be seen. You didn't want to be recognized. You just wanted to not exist. It's like it caused you to be scared of this, fame, success energy. Okay, maybe people were very jealous. Maybe people started to attack you. Maybe people wanted to fuck you over and steal from you. Whatever it was, it may not be that exactly, but now it's in the present moment or in the future, you will be receiving this energy that you wanted. Fame, recognition, success, victory. But it's going to be from a place of you being skilled, you being very talented, you doing a lot of hard work, working really hard, almost to the point of not having a social life. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting with these two cards. It's like people are feeling left out by you because you're so busy. You don't have time to socialize. You don't have time to be in your ego. You're busy. You're building an empire. You're building a business. Okay? And that is why you're going to receive this beautiful energy of public recognition, success, fame, and wealth. Not because, you want to be seen and you want to be famous and you have no real reason for wanting it. You're in your ego. You're getting it because of your talents, your skills, and your hard work. You've worked really hard for this, and that's why you're getting this success and the accolades. And when you achieve this, there is somebody here that, screwed you over, chose someone else over you, or did something else instead of, with you. They're really going to be regretting it. And I feel like they're going to realize the cold, hard truth at that point, that they really, really fucked up. I feel like they're also going to get wind of their true feelings for you as well. That they do have a lot of love for you, that they do have a lot of feelings for you, and that they really, really regret betraying you, because now it's almost like they've been betrayed themselves. They may have chosen a darker path because it was more tempting to them, and they realized that they screwed up their chance at having true success and true victory with you. Some of them had you, and it's like it was successful, or it could have been very successful. But it's like they got cocky, they got selfish, they got greedy. It's like, oh, I have this success, I want something else, or I want more. I'm going to jump into something else. I want more, I want more, I want more. And it ended up giving them nothing. They ended up taking a huge loss because of this decision. It was a bad business deal, or even, it could have been a romantic situation, but it caused them to have bad finances or some kind of bad life decision. It almost is like a bad business deal. Even if it was love related, it's like they thought they were going to get more out of this situation or person, but they ended up with nothing. Instead, that person may have took them for everything. That person may have screwed them over. Whatever it was, it did not end well for them. And I see that you struggled, with your trust issues, whether that came from your past decisions that maybe weren't the greatest, or, being screwed over in a romantic sense. Some of you may have even done this to people in the past. You may have overlooked certain people because, You wanted more. Maybe you were into status and wealth and you wanted to date other people that you could get that from. That's not going to be for all of you. Some of you, Capricorn did this to you, so it does resonate for the Capricorn doing this. You struggled. You had trust issues. You were paranoid with people. You had a wall up with people. Maybe you didn't trust your own decisions after that. Maybe you did. You made a bad decision in business or in your career when you were young, or when you were hasty and impulsive, or maybe when you were ego-driven. It really screwed with you. And it's like you didn't trust anything after that. Anything good that was trying to be offered to you, or an opportunity, you didn't trust it. Maybe you didn't believe in yourself either. But you've come into self-love now, like I've said, and now, or in the future, you're going to be bossing up in this beautiful, strong energy where you have everything that you want because you've worked for it. Now you're in this beautiful energy where you can take care of others, you can take care of your family, you can take care of yourself. You're able to live comfortably. You're able to give people a comfortable life. You know, your loved ones, your children, your spouse. You can really provide for them. Okay, some of you will end up committed to someone new because the King of Pentacles is a committed individual in a long-term relationship. So you've leveled up. Some of you did have that player energy in the past where you were more hungry and more motivated by success, wealth, and status. Not for all of you, okay? Some of you, that's not you. But now, if that is you, I feel like you've really bossed up, you've really leveled up in life, you've really learned from the ugly that you've done in the past or the bad choices that you've made in the past. You've really come a long way, Capricorn. That's what I'm seeing here, okay? Some of you, if you did that to someone, that romantic thing where you kind of, screwed them over, you went to something else, you had a lot of regret for a long time. And it ended up causing you, hurt, pain, loss, regret, and trust issues. It was a little bit of a karmic situation, but like I said, the darkness brings light. The karmic situations that you've dealt with has bring you a lot of knowledge and learning. Okay, you've come a long way. Others of you, you didn't do this to someone else. You may have made a poor decision with a career or any kind of life decision that you did. It was ego-based. You chose it impulsively because of ego-driven reasons. Okay? And it's the same thing. Maybe you had a lot of regret and shame for a long time. But you've outgrown that and you've leveled up and you have clarity now. You know the truth. You know why it had to happen. You know what you've learned out of the situation, and you realize how good it was for you. Because now you're at the King of Pentacles level, or you will be in the future. Okay? This is a beautiful reading. I love this for you. So the outcome, we have this kind of bored, resting kind of energy. This is almost that energy of you resting, maybe not being happy that you have to rest, or maybe bored that you have to take rest, okay? But it's almost like you're getting this divine inspiration. And this is what I saw in the channeled message. You were kind of sitting down, laying down, looking out the window. This is like the little cup of tea that you have. And it's like you're going to get some divine inspiration. You're going to get this dream, this idea. Okay? You only could have received this if you were in this resting energy, a standstill. As a Capricorn, you may have not been happy having to rest. But I see that you made the most of it and you finally decide to look up into the divine, and they give you this inspiration. They give you this download, this idea, this dream. Yeah. This is that idea. This is that divine inspiration, which is a wish come true to you. I also see a lot of healing for those of you that had downtime because you were heartbroken or betrayed, or maybe just, regretful for something that happened in your life. There's healing here. Maybe you weren't so happy with what you did before or what happened to you before, but you're healing and you're getting divine inspiration. And I also see somebody here on the outside of you, if some of you had this happen to you romantically, where someone overlooked you because they thought they could get more than what you had. I see that they're very disappointed, okay? Some of you are becoming very successful in the present or in the near future. You know, you have this inspiration, you have this dream, you have this idea. You're going to blow up. It's going to bring you a wish come true. And somebody here is very disappointed with their own life, very, bored with their own life, very unhappy with their own life. Here you are having an important decision on what direction you want to go in life. After you've gotten some kind of divine inspiration, after you guys have gotten some kind of dream, some kind of idea, because of this resting period, okay? You have a decision to make, or you did have a decision to make. How are you going to bring this to life? What direction are you going to go into? How are you going to do it? How are you going to do this? Whatever it is that you choose, you're going to have success, fame, recognition. Okay, you're going to have accolades. You're going to have victory. But it's going to take work. Some of you have already done this. You're already successful, or you already started this journey. And you're seeing some success. It's only going to grow from now. And it's what I was saying. It's like all those regrets that you had in your past, all those poor decisions that you made, maybe people that fucked you over, betrayed you, broke your heart. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, Capricorn. There is beautiful energy that you receive out of these lessons, out of these, these situations in life that you had to go through. They may have been dark. They may have been very heavy. They may have been embarrassing. They may have been full of regret. Maybe they were full of pain, full of suffering. But there is a blessing that comes out of that. Knowledge, okay, wealth, wisdom, experience. And some of you with this Cancer energy here, you might have held on to a lot of things that happened to you in the past. I do see that happening here. You held on to these things and it caused you to have serious trust issues with yourself, with your intuition. Maybe you had to relearn how to be intuitive, how to trust your intuitive, guidance, and how to trust other people. So you might have held on to that for a long time. But like I said, you're coming into knowledge. You're coming into clarity about all of this. And at the end of the day, you have self-love now. Okay? You're balanced. You're at peace. You're unfazed now. And someone outside of you is, tortured. They're suffering. I feel like this person cries a lot, okay? I feel like they can't let go of you with the Cancer energy. They really, really regret their choices. They can't let go of that either. They're stuck in this heavy energy of regret. Oh my God, I wish I would have chosen my Capricorn. I could have had everything with them. I would have been successful with them, but I chose something else out of ego. All right, so let's take a look at external energies. Let's take a look at the external energies, okay? Nine of Swords. Like I said, somebody here is tortured. They're up at night. They can't sleep. They can't stop thinking about how much they regret their actions. Knight of Swords. So some of them really want to come in with communication. Some of them want to communicate to you how much they regret their actions, how stressed they are. Maybe they want to tell you about how, they got screwed over, the loss that they endured. Or it's just their loss of you that they can't stand. The Devil, they're obsessing about this. They really are tortured, Capricorn. They really can't stop thinking about how they screwed up with you. The Emperor. They see you as somebody who's very smart, someone who's intelligent, you're bold, you're confident, you go after what you want, and you take control of your life. They also see you as somebody who is in control of themselves, okay, in control of their emotions. Some of you could have Aries placements, okay, or this other person could have Aries placements. They really see you as the total package now, Capricorn. They see you as having all the qualities of all the kings and all the queens. Because some of you are females. And you're in this Emperor energy. You're in a very dominant kind of controlling energy, but not in a bad way. It's like you have full control of everything around you. It's because you're intelligent. It's because you're strong, you're bold, you're confident. You also go for what you want, and I do see that here. You're in this very passionate energy when you get this divine inspiration or this download of this business idea or this system that you want to create or something. Some big project or idea that's going to bring generational wealth or wealth for you. Success, accolades. You take action on these things. You have confidence now, whereas before you struggled with that. You didn't have confidence in yourself because something that you tried to do in the past didn't work out. But it was only because you were going for it for the wrong reasons. You were hasty, you were impulsive, but now you know better. You're smarter, which means you're going to be more successful. Six of Cups. So this person misses you, okay? They're very nostalgic over you. They can't stop thinking about you in the past and how they had you and they could have had success with you and now you're gone. And some of you, this could be collective energy. You could have had multiple people do this to you. Multiple people could have literally had you and then they chose someone else because of ego-driven reasons. More status, more wealth, more money, more flexing rights. Well, now look at you. Now you're on top. Now you're the big boss. Now you have the successful business. Now you have the money. Now you have the status. Now you have the fame, the recognition, the popularity. You're going to be very well known for something that you did, something that you started, a company that you started, a business that you started. Some of you may be very popular in a new relationship that you have in the future, but it's not showing me that too much. But it's here. You know, Ace of Cups is new love. Paired with the King of Pentacles, you may be very committed to a new love, a new beginning that's bringing you a lot of emotional fulfillment. Whether it's business, financial, or love, or everything. Okay? And you're leaving people out in the cold. Let's take a look at damaged confessions. Damaged confessions for this external energy. Low self-esteem. This person has low self-esteem. Some of them, it's caused them trust issues. It's like they thought they were so smart. They thought they were going to be so successful, making this leap of faith into this other thing. But it didn't go so well. They ended up going through a major loss in their life. They weren't thinking before they made that leap, kind of like you did in the past. And now they have trust issues. Now they don't believe in themselves. They have low self-esteem. And you went through it too, but you now have come out of that. You have self-love. You have your confidence back. This person is going through almost the same lessons that you may have in your past when you were younger. Infatuated. It says desire and lust, attraction, always watching, obsessive thoughts, conversations about you, and screenshots. Yeah, and I do see that here with the Devil card. You know, this person is very obsessed with you. And, you know, their obsession with you and what they're seeing, they're always watching you. It's torturing them. Because it's you know, it's rubbing it in that you are everything that they wanted and they passed up on you. They chose other people, other things. They didn't believe in you or they didn't see your value, your worth. It's too late now. This person could be having conversations about you. I just feel like they're so obsessed that they constantly talk about you. They're always talking about you. They're always talking about the past. They can't let go of the past with this Cancer card here. You know? So they're still talking to their friends about you, you know, back in the day when they had you and how they regret their actions and how, you know, you guys had something great. They're still talking about you. They're always watching and they're still very attracted to you. I mean, they see you as the Emperor. This is a very attractive person because they have all the qualities of all the kings and queens. They have a very high drive and they're very successful. I want to come back to you all successful and stable. Yeah, so now this person realizes that they have to level up in order to be good enough for you. And they want to level up. They want to come back and shock you and, you know, show themselves to you that now, you know, they're on your level and now you can respect them and now they've changed. But some of you may be moved on. Some of you may have a brand new beginning in love. You may be committed to that, or you're committed to your business. Whatever this new beginning is, it's bringing you a lot of emotional fulfillment. I feel so manipulated. It says seduction, lies, illusions. The third party tricked me. This is not what I signed up for and told me what I wanted to hear. Isn't that not what I've been saying? I feel like this person got involved in some kind of get-rich-quick scheme or some kind of bad relationship deal where they were seduced, they were tricked by a third party into thinking that, you know, this third party was going to bring them all these things that they wanted. It was going to provide them all the things that they wanted, or it was going to provide them money, wealth, status, success, fame, recognition, flexing rights. Some of you, it was a business deal. They could have screwed you over on that, or it could have been a relationship. Whatever it was, it ended up in loss. They were foolish. They did not see the truth about this third party. They did not see the truth before they leaped. They impulsively rushed into this situation thinking that it was going to give them more fame, wealth, status, success. And it didn't. This person manipulated them. I do feel like they lost a lot of finances or a lot of personal possessions. You know, could be a situation where this third party was convincing them that they were going to be successful together and that they were going to start a business, or that, you know, they had investment opportunities for them, and they just rushed right into it. And then before you know it, it's like they moved in with this person, and now this person took all their stuff, all their material possessions. Now that person took that. The person ended up with the house, or the person ended up screwing them over with investments and money. Whatever it was, they really, really got screwed over by this person. Wow. What a perfect card for the situation. It's better when they are new. They don't know who I am. So this is another reason why they rushed into something else, okay? This other person was newer. And so this person isn't aware of, you know, your person's ability to come short, fall short. Maybe they're not good at keeping their promises. Maybe they have toxic traits, whatever. New people don't know that. So, you know, they can get away with things, or so they think. So this person thought, oh, it's better for the, you know, this other person's new. I can manipulate them. I can get my way with them. But it's like they ended up getting karma. They ended up getting fucked over by this third party. It says, this is not what I signed up for. Told me what I wanted to hear. That's exactly what happened to them. They got lied to. They got tricked. They got manipulated. All right. Now let's take a look at your independent energy. Independent energy for my Capricorns, or dealing with Capricorns. Some of you, a Capricorn placement did this to you. And that is a toxic trait of Capricorn placements. They can be obsessed with wealth and status and followers and whatever. So, you know, they are more likely to date people that have high status. Either they're very beautiful, very successful. They may have a lot of followers. They may be famous. Those are the types of people that ego-driven Capricorn placements tend to be, they tend to gravitate towards them. So if they have you and they have someone else and you only have 5 followers and that other person has, you know, 1 million followers, they're going to go with that person. You know, it's a sad truth. Not all Capricorn placements are like that. You know, my collective of Capricorn placements, I feel like you may have used to be like that. Maybe you used to want to be famous and whatever, have money and fame, but you learned. Something backfired for you and you learned the lesson, and now you're going to get that. But it's because of your hard work. Okay? So here we have 6 of Wands. Again, success, fame, public recognition. You have that card 3 times. Let that be a triple confirmation for you, that you are getting the accolades, you are getting the success, you are getting the popularity. Seven of Pentacles. You've invested in yourself. You've invested in your business. Okay? You've grown something from scratch is what I'm feeling here. A business, an idea. And it's going to bring you a lot of success. Eight of Swords. So some of you, you did have doubts about this. Some of you were worried that it wasn't going to happen. You know, that happens to everybody. You start a brand new business and you go through periods where you don't get any customers. You don't get any likes. You don't get any subscribers. You don't make sales. It happens to everyone. That's part of it, right? So some of you did struggle with that. You know, you had some old stuff coming back up, not knowing if you can trust yourself, but you did. You pushed through, and I feel like you are getting success. And others of you, I do feel that this outside person, they're in their head over you. They're still very invested in you, but you're famous or you're successful. There's no way that they can even touch you anymore. They're just not on your level, and that's why they want to try and level up so that they can catch up to you. But I just feel like you're going to be too far ahead of them. It's never going to happen. Three of Cups. Celebration. Parties, gatherings, okay? Getting together with people that you care about and celebrating because you have success. Page of Swords, and you have people watching you, or this person watching you. Like I said, they are very obsessed. They are watching you all the time. They're always watching you. They could be taking screenshots, keeping your photos, talking about you to their friends. It doesn't mean it's in a negative way. It just means that they can't let you go. They can't seem to move on from the past. All right, you guys. So I hope that this resonated for you. And if it didn't, feel free to check your other signs. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe and hit the bell so you can get notified when I post new videos.